My girlfriend said, "You are too kind. I like rebels, mocking my fidelity." I replied, "All right." Then I forwarded her messages to her rebel husband. She soon found out what it's truly like to live on the hard side of things. She wanted a rebel. Then she found out what happens when chaos strikes back. I, 27 male, recently ended my relationship with my girlfriend, Natalie, 25F, in the most satisfying way imaginable. We dated for 2 years. We lived together for the last 8 months. I believed our bond was strong. We split 50% of the rent for a nice apartment. We shared the costs for food and all the domestic routine. Last Thursday, I came home early from work because of food poisoning. I hadn't been texting because I was focused on not throwing up in the car. When I walked in, Natalie was lying on the couch on a video call with someone. She didn't notice my arrival. "He brought me flowers again yesterday," she said. "So predictable," a male voice on the other end replied. "Sounds intense, darling. When I give flowers, it's because I've made a mistake." Laughs. "Where is the excitement? Where is the fire? He's just so kind all the time. It's boring." "How lucky you are to have me instead of him. Tuesday was amazing. When can we meet again?" "My husband has his book club on Friday night. Come around 8. I silently crept out, got back in the car, and sat there trying to digest everything. Natalie was cheating on me with a married man while mocking me for being faithful and kind. I drove aimlessly for an hour. Then I returned, acting normally. She asked about my day, gave me a quick kiss and greeting. I kept my cool, said I was feeling sick, and went to bed early. On Friday morning, while she was showering, I did something I had never done before. I checked her phone. I know, but the word husband wouldn't leave my head. I found the guy right away. Dexter Monroe, 32M, married, 2 kids, works at an investment firm, according to his profiles. The messages between them dated back 3 months. They started with work-related topics. He was a client of the PR agency where she works. Then they became flirtatious, then intimate. Some excerpts. Him, my wife thinks I'm at the DM. Her, good thing I'm your workout. You invigorate me. Him, that's what rebels do. Her, unlike my boyfriend, right? He's so... Him, I still don't understand how you put up with that nerd. Her, not for much longer. I just need to sort out the housing situation. The housing I was paying half of. I kept scrolling until I found the final proof. A text from last week. She, babe, I'm late. He, late for what? She, my period, you idiot. He, oh, shut up. Now what? She, chill, I'll figure it out. It might even be useful as leverage. She planned to use a possible pregnancy to blackmail the married man. I photographed everything, sent the screenshots to my email, put her phone back, and went to work as if nothing had happened. She sent me the usual message, "Good morning, love." I replied with the customary, "You too." Meanwhile, I was already drawing up my plan. Step 1, find the wife. Dexter's profile was almost all private, but men like him always leave traces. I found a tagged photo from the company's holiday party. Dexter and Valerie Monroe in the photo booth. I went to Valerie Monroe's profile. Interior designer, self-employed, mother of 2 boys, 6 and 4. Her last post was about a date night with her husband 2 weeks ago when he was messaging about my girlfriend's mouth. I thought about it all day. Part of me wanted to simply confront Natalie, grab my things and leave. But then I remembered her laughing, saying how predictable, kind, and dull I was. All right, let's be unpredictable. That night, Natalie dressed up completely. She said she was going to Sabrina's house. Wine night. Have fun, honey. I gave her a farewell kiss. As soon as the door closed, I waited exactly 10 minutes and started executing my plan. I created a throwaway email. I attached all the screenshots. I wrote a short message. Valerie, I don't know you, but I believe you should see this. My girlfriend is having an affair with your husband. I recently found out. The messages show the times he claimed to be at the gym or working late. There's also a conversation about a possible pregnancy and blackmail. I'm sorry to inform you this way, but you deserve to know. A fellow betrayed partner. Then I started packing. By 11 p.m., I had taken everything that mattered to my friend Thomas's house. I left all the furniture behind. It was practically hers anyway. I wrote a simple note. Natalie, I know about Dexter. His wife knows too. The apartment is yours. I paid my share for this month. My name has been removed from the lease. Being kind, in the end, means letting you deal with your own chaos. Good luck with your rebel, your ex-boring guy. I placed the load on the counter along with my key. At 11:47 p.m., my phone started exploding with messages. Update 1. Holy moly. The consequences were quick and stunning. On Friday night, after I sent the email and left, Valerie apparently read it while at her book club. From what I managed to gather later, she apologized, rushed out, and went straight home, where she found Dexter and Natalie in her bed. How do I know this? Because Natalie called me 47 times between midnight and 3 a.m. I ignored them all. The voicemail started furious, then came the desperate ones, and finally the crying ones. What did you do? His wife just showed up. This is insane. Answer the phone now. She's calling the police. I'm at the police station. I need you to respond.
Please, call me. I have nowhere to go. Saturday morning, I woke up to Thomas's place to several missed calls and voicemails from unknown numbers. Unknown 1. This is Dexter. We need to talk, man to man. Unknown 2. Hello, this is Valerie Monroe. Thank you for the heads up. Can we talk? I replied only to Valerie. Of course. I'm sorry for what happened to you. She called immediately. Her voice was calm, but you could feel the steel behind it. I wanted to thank you personally, she said. I had suspicions for months, but he always convinced me I was crazy for doubting him. I'm sorry. Finding out this way must be horrible. Finding them in my bed was horrible. Knowing my husband got his 25-year-old mistress pregnant, that's much worse. Yes, she really was pregnant. Valerie made a point of telling me that Natalie announced the pregnancy moments before being escorted out of the house by the police. Can I ask, how long did you know? I found out Thursday. I sent you the proof Friday night. You acted fast. She thought I was too kind. I decided to perform the kindest act possible and show the truth. Valerie gave a short chuckle. Well, your ex is about to find out how cruel the world can be. I've already frozen our accounts and called my lawyer. Dexter makes $300K a year and signed a prenup. There's an infidelity clause. He is finished. Meanwhile, Natalie's attempts to contact me only escalated. Since I wasn't answering, she started reaching out to mutual friends. Saturday afternoon, my phone rang. It was Jake, a shared friend. Dude, what happened? Natalie is at my place freaking out. She cheated on me. I left. Pretty simple. She said you had her arrested. No, she was arrested because of herself. I just stated the facts. Dude, she's saying she's pregnant. Not my problem. It's Dexter's kid. Who is Dexter? The married man she was sleeping with? Oh crap, she didn't mention that detail. Exactly. She needs to pick up her stuff at the apartment. The door is unlocked. I left a key there. She can take everything. You won't be there, will you? I've already picked up what matters to me. Heavy, man. She kept saying you were too kind. He hung up. That's when the real harassment started. Since I wouldn't answer, Natalie tried everything. She created a fake Instagram account to message me. She sent emails to my work address, called my mother who told her to get lost, and finally showed up at Thomas's house. This was the best part. Thomas opened the door. He's here. I know he's here. He's not. Thomas lied without blinking. I'm pregnant. He can't just abandon me. Sounds like that's your problem. This is all a misunderstanding. If I could just explain. Explain what? How you stumbled and fell onto another man's organ? She started crying, loud, theatrical crying. Neighbors started coming out. Someone threatened to call the police. She left. Sunday brought new developments. Valerie sent me a message. My lawyer wants to speak with you about the evidence. Can you provide a formal statement? And by the way, I thought you should know, the pregnancy seems to be false. She confessed under pressure that she was just late. She was trying to trap him with blackmail. Later, Dexter showed up personally at Thomas's house. Unlike Natalie, he tried the professional route. "Dude, we need to resolve this," he said when Thomas opened the door. I walked to the entrance. "There's nothing to resolve. Listen, I'll pay you $50,000 to drop everything and tell my wife you made it up. Your wife already has everything, and she saw you in her bed. $100,000, man. Your wife knows. It's over. You ruined my life. No, you ruined your life. I just CC'd your wife on the email." He approached menacingly. Thomas, who practices boxing, stepped between us. "Time to go, partner." Dexter left, but not without muttering, "You have no idea who you're messing with." A mid-level manager going through a midlife crisis. I'm terrified. On Monday morning, the official repercussions arrived. I went straight to the real estate office, asked to remove my name from the lease agreement. The manager, Sharon, was confused. Usually both parties need to agree. "Well, Sharon, here's the problem. My ex was using the apartment for illicit encounters." "What do you mean?" "Not commercially, but she was sleeping with a married man there. His wife showed up Friday and called the police. I don't want my name tied to that." It wasn't exactly prostitution, but it was enough to spook the management. Sharon expedited my removal from the lease agreement. Meanwhile, Natalie was beginning to experience the real consequences. Her position at the PR firm was terminated. After all, intimate relations with clients are frowned upon, especially when those clients are married, and even more so when the wives of those clients are also clients of the agency. It turns out Valerie, the betrayed wife, had her interior design company handled by the same agency. Soon after, Natalie messaged me from a new number. "I was fired because of you." "You were fired because you slept with a client. You didn't need to tell anyone." "I didn't. It was probably his wife when she called your boss." "I'm about to be evicted. I can't afford the apartment alone." "Should have thought about that before wanting a rebel. Period." "I hate you." "All right." But the climax came Tuesday afternoon. Valerie called again. "Wanted to let you know," she said, "my husband is being served with divorce papers today, and your ex is being sued." "Sued?" "Yes. Alienation of affection is still valid in our state. My lawyer said that with the messages where she talks about leverage and admits knowing he was married, it's a guaranteed win." She chuckled. "And because she mentioned thinking about getting pregnant on purpose to blackmail him, the penalties will be severe."
Stunning. It's true that those who play with fire harvest ashes. We laughed together. Natalie's complete downfall was almost cinematic to observe. First, the lawsuit. Valerie really went through with it. An alienation of affection lawsuit for $500,000. Natalie hired a cheap lawyer who suggested a settlement since she couldn't afford to pay. She didn't have $500,000. In fact, she didn't have any dollars. Her parents intervened, calling me, begging me to drop it. Her father even said, "You ruined our daughter's future because of hurt feelings." Well, she ruined her own future. I only revealed the facts. What kind of man does that? The kind who got tired of being called too kind. They hung up on me. The apartment issue resolved itself. Natalie couldn't afford it alone. She tried to find a roommate, but the rumors had already spread. No one wanted to live with the woman who had the police show up at the building at midnight. She broke the lease, lost the security deposit, and moved back into her parents' house. Meanwhile, Dexter's life crumbled even faster. Valerie kept everything: the house, the cars, the money, and custody of the children. He now pays a fortune in child support and alimony, and the final blow was being fired from the firm.
Having your mistress sued by your own wife isn't exactly good for corporate reputation. He even sent me a message. I hope you're satisfied. More than satisfied, actually. I later learned he lives in a studio apartment and drives for a rideshare app. But Natalie hadn't finished her attempts yet. Last week, she showed up at my workplace with a tearful story at the reception desk. I need to speak to him. It's a medical emergency. Security warned me. I went down but found her outside the lobby. She looked defeated. Truly. Her designer clothes were replaced with simple clothes. Her flawless makeup was gone. Her hair was pulled back in a messy bun. What medical emergency? I asked. I'm pregnant, for real this time. Congratulations. Dexter must be thrilled. It's yours. I laughed. I laughed hard. The security guards even looked concerned. Natalie, we haven't had sex in over a month. You were busy with your rebel, remember? Tuesdays and Fridays. We were together 3 weeks ago. No, we weren't. I was at a seminar in another state with documents and witnesses. Her face crumbled. The pregnancy was real, it just wasn't mine. Please, help me. I need it. Dexter won't answer me. My parents are horrified. I lost my job, the apartment, everything. And I regret it. You regret what? Calling me dull? Cheating on me? No, Natalie, you regret getting caught. She started crying. Please, I'm pregnant, alone, and being sued. Show some compassion. I did show compassion. You just found it dull. Then you ruined my life. I only sent a few messages to a wife who deserved to know the truth. Everything else was a bad choice made by you and Dexter. You're a monster. No, I'm kind. Kind enough to reveal the truth. Kind enough to leave in silence. Kind enough not to make your life worse than you already made it. But not kind enough to save you from your own consequences. Security approached. Ma'am, it's time to go. She left screaming about lawsuits and revenge. After that, she was banned from the building. That was a week ago. Yesterday, I received one last message from Valerie. We settled the lawsuit for $50,000. Natalie signed a non-disclosure agreement. Her parents paid to end everything. I'm donating the amount to a women's shelter. Poetic justice, don't you think? Yes, ironic and fair at the same time. As for me, I'm doing well, more than well. I started dating someone new, Grace, a teacher who thinks receiving flowers is lovely and not dull. She truly values kindness. Natalie wanted a rebel. She got one. A married man who destroyed her life, got her pregnant, and got her sued. Meanwhile, the too kind ex just revealed the truth and moved on. I guess being kind isn't so dull after all. It's just smart enough to know when to stop. The last message I received from her was, I hope your prayers for ruining lives make you happy. I didn't reply, but I thought, yes, Natalie, I'm quite happy. Seeing justice collect the price from those who mock loyalty is, in fact, extremely satisfying. Enjoy the consequences of your rebel. I'll be here, being happy, predictably happy, without you.
Reddit comment of the day. Impressive how the search for a bad boy ended up delivering exactly that, with interest, penalty, monetary correction, and a complimentary lawsuit. If she thought kindness was boring, imagine now the excitement of dealing with a lawyer, eviction, and a broke lover. In the end, the only rebel in this story was reality. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. And what did you think of this story? Share your opinion in the comments.